author, Dr. Angela. I am your host, Dr. Angela Buckchester. You know what I like to do on my show. I want to enlighten, inspire, and empower you to become your best self. Now, Scripture reminds us that the tongue is a small thing that makes grand speeches, but a tiny spark can set a great forest on fire. Well, today my guest is Joseph Ambrosio, and I am really excited to talk to him about his book, The Three Wayward Sea Story. Now, you guys know that I am so aware of what's going on in the world, and we try to bring you positive stuff to keep you uplifted and going. If by chance you are affected by the COVID-19, if you are going through it or you know someone who is going through it, our prayers are definitely with you at this time. You can do it because God is with you. Now, you know what I'm about to tell you. Go on, get comfy, get cozy, get your coffee or get your tea, because we are about to get started. Good morning, Joseph. Thank you so much for being on the show with me today.
I'm very grateful to be on the show. Good for your environment. Thank you.
Yes. Now, I have to ask, and this is something that I do with all of my authors especially, and that is ask questions about you. Reading a bio is fine and all, but I'd like to know who you are in your own words. So I have to ask you, what makes Joseph Joseph? What has made you the man that you are today?
Well, my family, my mother and father, they raised me to be good. They raised me to have character. They raised me to have charm and ability to do what I need and want to do. To have, charismatic, attitude to smile, to be happy, to help people, to be good, to know what bad looks like, what it seems to be, to understand, the honesty and the caring and understanding of other people and yourself. Well, that's what Joseph is all about. Honesty, caring, understanding. We can't go wrong. You can't be, something else that you're not. Try to be who I am. Be myself. You have to be yourself to understand other people. To be honest, to be good, to be caring. Yes. That's Joseph.
I love that. Now, do you think that, or I'm sorry, not do you think, but did you think at any point in your life that you would become an author? At what time did you realize that words are so powerful?
Yes, words are powerful. Words are meant to be what you want them to be. What you need them to be. Poverty. Words are there in your mind. So all you have to do is put out people in the way that other people will understand them, but the way you understand them, the way life is reality, or it is over fancy, it's make believe. You wrap it all together, you put it together, and you have a story, you have a book, you have a novel, you have poetry, you have art, all one. Come from your brain to your arm to your hand to your paper. You have talent. You have good. Yes. Yes. There's passion. There's passion and there's ability.
Now, did you find that that poetry had a special place in your heart as opposed to writing in any other style?
Yes, when I was a kid, like all kinds of authors, but it's really rhyme in the middle of what life, of what living life is like, is what it can be. When I live, so, if there's a perfect time, and that's all you have right now, and poetry will guide you. It will place you in where you need to be. That makes you honest, makes you be honest, it makes you see honesty and caring and understanding. So what poetry is poetry. That's all it is. Poetry.
Now, the book that you have written, or the book that you've written, I always ask this question as well because I find it to be so incredibly interesting how each person answers this question. And that is, did you find that the title of your book came to you first and you wrote around the title, or did you find that the title came out of your writing?
Yes. That book, the Three Wayward Sea Story, all three books are connected to me, to what I saw and heard. I moved around and I went to the hospitals. I was born with it. So, and that's how I got started writing. But the title connects the three stories together. It is the three stories. It's just characters, the people are real. They know make believe, they know fantasy, but they know what the priorities are made to look like. They're honest, they're pure, they're full of passion, and they have the Three Wayward Sea Story. Click upon, click forward to. But they're right there in present time. So they're talking to each other and there's nothing gonna happen. Everything is so good. They know what reality is. They know what it stands for. They know how it looks toward, if they have nothing at all, they have, they have good health, they have each other to look forward, look at around themselves, to look toward the way that they didn't have anything else, and they do have something. They have their life to live. Their own life.
Now, the three short stories that you wrote in the Three Wayward Sea Story, they seem like perhaps that they were written in the past to the present day, as opposed to like present day to the future. Did you do that intentionally, or what was that supposed to help the reader to understand?
Yes, it's meant to be in the past. Between it's the 1980s, between 1983 and 1988, where I was living mostly on my own. I was living in a world of my own. But I knew what reality was. I knew it was, be good or bad, but I would live good anyway. But there was three days at a time that I spoke to different people about different things. But yeah, yes, it's in the past. It's about how I was a teenager, and I was growing up of making a man of myself, making myself honest, making myself worthy of living in the world that people put around me, that I put around myself. That there are alarming situations that will happen, but you can go through them easily. And that was, I made for a TV movie maybe, but I made it for a story. I wrote it a short story about people. Well, all with I mean, we're normal. They're honest. They're all kinds of people, that have the same thing in common. They know the story. They know where they're going. They know where they've been. They have things in common. They'll pick up the past. They'll pick up the present. We'll look forward. We'll look toward what we all really do, need and want. That's the story.
Now, I have to, it is almost time for us to go to break, but I want to ask you so many more questions about your book. But before we do, can you remind everyone, Joseph, please, what is the title of your book? Where can we get a copy? And how do we stay in contact with you, please?
Yes, the title is The Three Wayward Sea Story. You can get it at Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, and my publisher is Exhibits.com. That Exhibits publisher is my publisher.
Okay. Alrighty, listeners, now you know where you can get a copy of this book. We'll be back right after this. And we are back. Thank you so much for joining me for Daily Spark with Dr. Angela. I am your host, Dr. Angela Butts-Schefter. My guest today is Joseph D'Ambrosio, and we're talking about his book, The Three Wayward Sea Story. So, Joseph, thank you again for being on the show today. My next question for you is about the reason or the inspiration. What is the main reason, or what was your main inspiration for writing that makes the story make sense? It seems as though you wanted to make sure that the reader was empowered in some way. Why was that important?
Well, why was my mother was sick, and I just thought of what she meant to me and what I promised I would say and do, what I would do for her, is to do something I love to do. And writing was always something I aspired to do, that I loved to do, that I was on a feeling. Got me out of trouble a lot of times with writing. But I wasn't no trouble kid. It was just that I had things perfectly wrong with me. I was born with cerebral palsy, and things that come with it. But my mother and father always wanted me to do something I was good at, that I was wanting to do and I would do, And I just thought that writing stories that sometimes I write stories that don't even relate to me at all. I do the complete opposite of what I am living. Like, so, but to be inspired by something, I will mostly write something made up what I've seen here, other situations, other things that people all know, they all have know how to do, and have seen pretty much all their life. But imagination, they all say I have imagination. Everybody says I have a good imagination. And I speak very proudly and very honestly, and I say things that I mean and that are good for everybody to hear. So that's what I believe. I became to be writing books. That they believe in me. The words just talk to me. They're real to me. That's what I believe. My imagination, we go I'm not going to go overdrive. I really do like good work.
So true, so true. Now, why do you think that there were a link to the 3 short stories in the book when you wrote it? Why was it important to make sure that link was there?
Look, it's a little weird to me because all 3 stories were in different places in one life, and that's my life. And I live in 3 different places about different people. Around different people, completely different every way. But it's so true and so amazing that, I mean, it's the same person, that's me, but I live in 3 different places with all people. Every story is different. They do different things. They are all different people. They have different imaginations of what they have told me, of what I've said and did. I grew up in the same places, in my mind. But I'm a very quiet person, but when it comes to my brain, you can't stop me. I can keep on and on. But the Three Wayward Sea Story just connects to all 3 stories in a very particular way. And in that one way, it's me writing them. It's me giving them. It's me knowing, I write the in-between of what, people have said and done around me. But the book is one book, but it's 3 stories. Both stories are very particular to each other, but they are connected to each other by me, by what I write. The words complete each other. But the end is not really the end. But when you start something, you start it. And you have to finish what you start. What you start, you have to finish. And that is the connection of the Three Wayward Sea Story and the completion of all 3 stories. That's how they connect. It's the title of the book. And the character of the book itself, the stories itself. Now, 3 stories I know it seems to be a short book, but it's not what other places write a book. It's what you write inside the book that really does matter. That does make sense to everybody that reads the book, that knows the word. Common sense will tell you.
Now,
they connect.
Right, about how you're able to connect. And speaking of making that connection, you talk about certain people in your short stories. Why did you feel that it was important to talk about the people that you did, and why was it important to use right as a metaphor when including them in the book?
Yes, you brought that up. I like the way that people brought me, brought it to me. Today, me just knowing what people are like and what the metaphor of a person is named. I mean, we go by people, we go by names, but I go beyond that. I want to know what you think. I want to know who go on, how you been, how you feel about the whole life, the whole day. 2 minutes ago, I mean, a metaphor is just that, and a story is just that, a story. But it's what you write in that story, what you read in that story. I believe in the people. I believe in what people. I listen to the people and what they tell me. I bring what they tell me into reality, into 100 pages, and into a book that I publish. People are very important to the world, all they can do and what they do, and all the heroic and all the things they do, good or bad. Everybody else learn from that, the metaphor, you say, that characters are made, to examine, to investigate. And it will surely, be, a book. On one day, as they say, the past, the present, the future have made nothing that we cannot, handle. That, a book is a book, but what's behind that book is the writer, is the hand that feeds you, tells you, makes you honest, makes you grateful, and I'm grateful for this nation as a whole, as a freedom, as an honest entity of what we become, and people are a big part of that. To have what we do have, we should be grateful and be happy of what we become.
That is so true. We do have to learn to be grateful for everything that comes our way, our opportunities, and even those things that seem like they are not opportunities. If if we're able to understand or retrieve the lesson in the things that happen, and the listeners know that I've said that as a breast cancer survivor, people have asked, oh my goodness, weren't you afraid, or were you mad at God? And it's like, why? I'm no more special than anyone else on this planet. So, we learn to deal with whatever it is that we have been given, and we try to do it with grace and understand that it's God's mercy that continues to help us get through. So I have to agree with you on that. With that being said, my last question for you is for someone who's just having a really tough time at it, be it that they are trying to be an author or they're just stressed out about the things that's going on in their lives right now, what bit of wisdom or what nugget of wisdom could you share with them to help inspire them?
Well, my father always told me you have to live life to live it. You have to, live life to write. You have to earn the right to write. You have to live life before you, pick up a pen pencil and write. But sometimes it inspires you. It's pretty much yourself. It's what you see and hear. Who you become. What you have done. What people saw in you. And that's to trick other people. And what they see in you. And what they know you can pray or do. And that life is shorter than you may think, but the life can be an eternity. And you can see it as, you're ready anytime to do anything. To say or do anything. And be ready for it. Because it will come. But you will have to be ready for it. And to inspire yourself is to inspire other people, to make people happy, to be honest, to be sharing and caring and understanding of everybody else's needs and wants. And good things will come to you. It's a give and take. And if there's things you may want, then ask for them. You may never know what they may say, but that's the adventure. That's the mystery. That's the romance. The suspense of becoming a writer, becoming anything you're going to become. And do that. Do that very well. And do it with honor. And do it with romantic passion that no one else will have but you.
I love it. I love it. Joseph D'Ambrosio, thank you so much for being on with me today. I have enjoyed talking to you, and I think that you have truly inspired others to continue to walk in their path and to not stop, to go on and live the life that God has called us to live. Thank you so much for being on with me today.
Well, thank you very much. Well, we're grateful to be here. Thank you.
And listeners, I just want to say thank you to you as well for tuning in and spending time with us today. As always, may you continue to see God's grace and mercy in all that you do. And remember that you are blessed in the Lord. Until next time, everyone. Bye-bye.